ownership of land, the regulation about who can be owner of land, agriculture, other land, this is strictly national regulation. European Union don't regulate this question. This is very important to have before accession, to have the vision, clear vision, what we want to achieve in the future. How many farms, preferences for big farms, what is the situation, the small farmers. After joining to the EU, Moldovan farmers, like farmers in other European countries, they will have access to the direct payment system. Average payment is now 256 euro per hectare. Our European Union boarding is not completed without Moldova. Moldova is a very important country, and I hope that as quick as possible Moldova will join European Union.
Domnule comisar, mulțumim că ați acceptat să avem această discuție. Aveți o vizită de 3 zile în Republica Moldova. Vă rugăm să ne spuneți care este scopul acestei vizite pentru început.
This is my first visit in Moldova, and the main aim of this visit is to, first of all, to have the conversation with Moldovan Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Agriculture, Mr. Bolea, to exchange our views, about our reflections about the process of Moldova accession to the European Union. This is very important. Agriculture is the most sensitive issues always during the accession process. I remember very well 20 years ago when my country, Poland, was joining the European Union, how difficult it was this discussion for the farmers, many concerns, many fears of the farmers about their situation after accession. And this is the opportunity to discuss about this. Of course, I have the meeting with the farmers, representatives of farmers. I will participate in the very important wine day ceremony. I know how important is wine production for Moldovan agriculture. My visit is the signal that European Union wants Moldova in our European family. Sometimes in the plane we can hear the communicate that boarding is completed. Our European Union boarding is not completed without Moldova. Moldova is a very important country, and I hope that as quick as possible Moldova will join European Union.
E un mesaj foarte important. Republica Moldova, într-adevăr, este țară care a obținut statutul de candidat la aderarea la Uniunea Europeană. Au început negocierile și, cum ați și menționat, negocierile pe agricultură sunt unele dintre cele mai dificile, s-au dovedit a fi așa până acum. Din ce motive sunt acestea atât de dificile și ce dificultăți ați putea estima că ar putea apărea în ceea ce privește Republica Moldova?
I can compare once again the situation 20 years ago in my country, Poland. No, they are two concerns very similar, which I know that there is in Moldova. One, it was that the situation with agricultural land, that after joining to the EU, the rich people from other countries, other EU countries, they will go and to buy the agricultural land, and it will be the difficult. Our farmers in Moldova, like before in Poland, will be not able to compete to buy land, and it didn't happen in Poland because there is a simple solution how to solve the problem. It was transition period, 12 years for Poland. Similar was to other countries like Lithuania, 10 years, not the same in all countries, but this transition period, and next the national regulations about the general rules about the access to land. I like to mention that ownership of land, the regulation about who can be owner of land, agriculture, other land, this is strictly national regulation. European Union don't regulate this question. It is strictly described in the Article 345 of the treaty. And, but there is only one problem, that after accession, the same rules should be for the Moldovan citizens and other EU citizens, because it's the free movement of capital services. But this transition period is absolutely necessary for Moldova, and I think it will be, the question will be solved during the negotiation process. And the next fear is, next concern, I remember very well in Poland, that was our agriculture after accession will be not able for the competition, and will be the imported products, they are eliminate our products, local products from the market. It also not happened. That's Polish export of the agri-food export increased 10 times during 2 decades. The value of agri-food export from Poland to other countries 2004 was 5 billion euro. Now it's more than 50 billion euro, and I think that Moldova has absolutely potential, maybe to achieve the better result. That Moldova has very good agricultural land, not degraded, very good products, long tradition of agriculture. The quality of the production is the main value. You have excellent food that I'm sure that it will be it will be very easy to buy such good products in the European Union market, because generally in the European Union, our value is quality of our food, and Moldovan food is the high quality food.
Da. Ați menționat un subiect foarte sensibil în societatea noastră legat de vânzarea pământurilor agricole, care a stârnit niște dispute în societate. Ați și spus că e decizia fiecărei țări, dar va ajunge în acel moment în care Republica Moldova va fi cumva impusă să vândă, să ridice această interdicție de vânzare a terenurilor agricole către străini?
No, I can once again to use the experience in Poland when this solution of this problem was successful, because now, according to the last statistics, that maybe 4,000 or 5,000 hectares per year is sold to the foreigners. It is a very small scale comparing to the 14 million hectares there is in the agricultural land in the country. And first of all, the transition period is absolutely necessary for all countries like Moldova, like having the same similar historical experience. Transition period when Moldova can have two regulations for Moldovan and for foreigners to control how to sell the agricultural land for foreigners is possible only for special allowance of the authority. It was 12 years in Poland. And the next was the regulation preference for the farmers to buy land. This is very important. Agriculture land should be, the access to this land should be, first of all, for the people who are farmers, who work in this land. It should be not the land for the location of money, for the business, but for the production of food. This is very important, and they are positive experience other countries, and this concern is, I fully understand, because it is very positive that people, farmers, are thinking about this, that they understand the problem. But there is solution. There is possible solution, and this concern is very important. Is to use the experience other countries where the problem was solved successfully.
Ați menționat și despre competiția în care intră agricultorii atunci când ajung pe o piață mare ca cea a Uniunii Europene, cum ar trebui să se pregătească agricultorii din Republica Moldova și autoritățile pentru această piață mare și care ar urma să fie deschisă odată cu accesul și integrarea în Uniunea Europeană.
Yes, this is very good question, and we have the common agriculture policy in the European Union, but member states, 27 countries who are member states now, they have their own national strategy. This is the fundamental document about how the system of support of farmers is their national strategic plans. Because there are some strategic decisions, they are on the national level, not at the European level. For example, the systems of support the small farms. Decision, who is the small farmers? This is the national decision. Eco schemes, very important part of the common agriculture policy. Special support for the farmers who voluntarily introduce higher standards for environment, for climate, for animal welfare, for example. And this is also the decision at the national level. This is very important to have, before accession, to have the vision, clear vision, what we want to achieve in the future. How many farms, preferences for big farms, what is the situation, the small farmers. There is a lot of also the small, very small producers, but they are also very important for the food security. Then in the world, the smallest farms, less than 2 hectares, they managed only 12% of land, but they produce 36% of food. And this is very important also to give the good offer for the very small producers, the local producers. I think that for Moldova, this is also the chance in organic farming, which is now the very small, about the 1% of land is in Moldova under organic management. But we can observe increasing of demand for the organic food by consumers. The consumers are more and more interested about the organic production. As I said before, you have the good soil, good condition for the increasing of the organic production. It can be the good offer for the farmers. It's very important also the synergy between agriculture and processing industry. What was maybe not fully successful in my country, Poland, that many small processing companies, they were not able to fulfill the European Union standards, requirements, which are the high standards. And many of them collapsed after joining to the EU. But Moldova can avoid this effect, supporting before the companies to be prepared to fulfill European Union standard after accession and to maintain the synergy between agriculture and processing industry.
Vreau să întreb despre ce soluții ar putea oferi Uniunea Europeană agricultorilor din Republica Moldova, care se confruntă foarte des cu acest fenomen natural, seceta. Există niște soluții care ar putea fi implementate aici în Republica Moldova cu ajutorul Uniunii Europene?
Yes, the drought is the problem in many countries in Europe. This is the main concern of the farmers. We can observe the accumulation of the climate events, climate disasters affecting very much our farmers. This is not only drought. Last time we have the big flood in many countries in Europe, or the other frost, for example. In the common agriculture policy, we have instruments to support farmers in this situation, to support when the disaster is happened. That this is the agricultural reserve, which we financial support for the farmers who are affected by these disasters. For example, the farmers in Romania, they received support for the compensation of damages caused by drought. Moldova will have access to this fund also after joining to the European Union. But also is the important issue is the prevention. For example, to motivate farmers for the better practices, better water management. This is the question of some, of course, no, we have limited opportunity we have no direct impact for the climate events, but we can motivate the farmers to better practices. For example, the use of manure as a natural fertilizer. This European Union supports such practices in the system of eco schemes. Better practices for environment, for climate, for water management. This is also the instrument to prevent drought, to reduce the negative impact of drought for our agriculture. Common agricultural policy has instrument to reduce the problems of drought in the European Union agriculture.
Ministrul Agriculturii din Republica Moldova, domnul Vladimir Bolea, a adresat recent o scrisoare către miniștrii agriculturii din țările Uniunii Europene, în care solicită sprijin pentru Fondul de Dezvoltare și Solidaritate pentru Agricultura Moldovenească. Probabil cunoașteți despre această scrisoare. Dacă cunoașteți, ce reacții am putea aștepta ca urmare a unei asemenea solicitări?
I hope that the reaction will be positive, that the Solidarity Fund is the European Union support other countries who are not the European Union members. It is impossible to use the agriculture funds to support the countries who are not the members of the European Union, but Solidarity Fund, yes, and I discussed with Deputy Prime Minister Bolea today about this issue, and my opinion is positive. That of course this is not the decision of the Commission for Agriculture. I think it will be a decision at the high level of the European Union and Moldovan government. But I hope that this problem will be positively solved, because I know how large scale of drought was in Moldova. The Moldovan farmers are affected very much by this drought, and to support them, the support for them is necessary.
Spuneți-ne cum sunt sprijiniți agricultorii în Uniunea Europeană, astfel încât să înțelegem și noi și agricultorii de aici din Republica Moldova beneficiile pe care le vor avea odată cu aderarea și integrarea în Uniunea Europeană.
No, after joining to the EU, Moldovan farmers, like farmers in other European countries, they will have access to the direct payment system, which is the payment for all farmers who implement the minimum environmental standards. They receive direct support, which is now the average because it is some differences, depends how many instruments the farmer use from the common agricultural policy, but average payment is now 256 euro per hectare per year. This is very significant support for the farmers. There is also the other part of this common agricultural policy is rural development fund. They are in this fund. They are money for investment, for modernization of farms, also to support for the farmers who have the farm in the areas with natural constraints, like the mountains areas. There is also the special financial support for them. Now, this is very important support for the farmers from the common agricultural policy. This is the oldest policy in the European Union, started in 1962. More than 60 years support of the farmers in the European Union with positive effects. Thanks of this, now the European Union is the biggest food exporter in the world. We have food security in the European Union in the main group of production, like cereals, like meat, like milk, like fruit and vegetables. European Union has surplus and food security is ensured. Also in these last years, which are very difficult for our farmers everywhere, also in Moldova, because there was COVID pandemic, a very dramatic experience and affecting very much our food system. It was Russian aggression against Ukraine with also many consequences for the market, destabilization of the market, increase of the production costs. We should be thankful for our farmers, also for the farmers in Moldova. I'd like to express my thanks for them, for their hard work, because this is also the contribution to ensure food security everywhere in Europe. We import to the European Union products from Moldova. This is very important production for the food security. And I'm sure that after joining to the European Union, this contribution will be bigger than now, and it will be successful for Moldovan farmers, because Moldovan farmers are good farmers with a very long tradition of the farming, very good potential of Moldovan agriculture to be one of the leaders of agriculture in Europe.
Ne putem aștepta la sprijin și pe parcursul negocierilor pentru autorități ca să îmbunătățească, nu știu, mecanisme, legislație, proceduri în legătură cu acest domeniu, agricultura?
Yes, of course, there is good cooperation between European Union and Moldova. This process negotiation, this is the result should be win to win. There is not like trade negotiations that who will do better business, who worse. It should be the good business for both sides, for the European Union and for Moldova. And the good condition of accession, this is our common interest. And of course, this is the difficult process because, as you mentioned, it is necessary to change a lot of legislation, a lot of acts, to prepare national legislation for the joining of the EU. No, but we have, this is not the new process, because we know how this process is going, having experience from the past. 13 countries joined the European Union after 2004 and next. And we have the experience, we share this experience with Moldovan government, and also the Moldovan farmers. Very important is dialogue with the farmers, to not only to reduce their concerns, but also to inform them what they should do for the future, what they can expect from the European Union. This is no complex of knowledge which is necessary for the farmers. European Union is ready to support Moldova to be very well prepared for the accession.
Producția agricolă din Republica Moldova deja ajunge pe piața europeană, dar cum s-ar încadra odată cu aderarea această producție agricolă? De exemplu, ce produse agricole ne putem concentra mai mult pentru a le exporta, de exemplu, în Uniunea Europeană?
First of all, this is the general principle in the on the agri-food market, that the processed food is creating the added value. This is not the best business to be only the exporter of grains, of cereals, of primary products. Very important is to process food, because it creates added value in agriculture. And of course the high quality, the organic farming, I said, that this is very important, and a huge chance for the Moldovan agriculture. That also the geographical indications, that local products with, there is system of certification of geographical indication. I know that some products, they have this certificate, but this is very important on the global market. Like during my mission, for example, to China, to Japan, I had such missions with representatives of agri-food business from the European Union. First of all, the products with geographical indications, they are 2 times more expensive. The price is 2 times better than the same conventional products. To develop the system of geographical indication is also very important. It should be no problem for Moldova because you have a lot of very good local products with a long tradition of production. I can suggest that processing the processed food no, there is in Moldova, I think will be the problem. There is a problem that livestock production, animal production was reduced very much in the last years, and to rebuild this system, milk production, meat production is also very important. But European Union can offer interesting instruments to motivate, to support increase of this kind of farming, sustainable farming, sustainable livestock farming. Membership in the European Union will be helpful for the farmers to achieve these goals. Organization of the farmers, which is extremely important. For example, cooperatives, producers groups. I know how it is the historical problem in the countries having experience in the Soviet communist regime. My country, Poland, was the same. The people are not very careful about the cooperatives because it is something like negative experience during the communist regime, under the communist regime. But no, there is absolutely different situation, and the countries when the farmers are well organized, well, they have the cooperatives, processing, I said, the processing industry, this is the role of the cooperatives. Countries like Italy, for example, they are very well organized. France, Spain. This is also very important to be competitive in the market, not to sell primary products, but to organize cooperative, to process, to sell good products. For example, wine, this is the good example. And organization of farmers is very, very important.
Mulțumesc tare mult pentru această discuție.
Thank you.